The heavy rain from over the weekend caused flooding all across Kentucky and has led to the death of at least 9 people, including a 7-year-old child. This video shows a flooded creek in Pikeville. The floodwaters there moving fast. One car even got stuck in the creek. Yesterday, Governor Andy Beshear said Pike County, which is about 3.5 hours east of Louisville, was hit just so hard.
Hundreds of rescues have occurred in Pike County alone. They didn't get the worst of 2022. It appears that they're getting the worst of this 2025 flooding.
Of the 9 known victims, 3 people have died in Pike County. Governor Beshear said most of the deaths were caused by cars getting stuck in high water. There have been more than 1,000 water rescues across the state since the storms began Saturday. Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg says a team from Louisville Fire and Jefferson County Suburban Fire Departments has been deployed to Pikeville. Those first responders will help with ongoing flood rescue operations, and PRP is also sending a crew. Gabriel Gonzalez is on the road for us this morning. Things have looked pretty good so far, Gabe, even with areas that we know were flooded a little bit earlier on over the weekend. You guys are on Frankfort Ave near River Road, an area that we know is a problem spot usually.
Yeah, good morning, Grace. That is exactly where we are, Frankfort Ave and River Road. Now, we're going to approach this road here, and there is a road closure sign, but as you can see right now, there's no flooding that we can see. This road is blocked off by these barricades, so we're not going to go through it. But from the opposite direction, we've been here about 10 minutes. We've seen at least 4 cars coming from the opposite direction toward us right now, and those cars just go around the barricade. So it seems as if this road is completely cleared, and because cars are driving through, but these road closure signs are still up, and do not pass these road closure signs if they're still up. Let's show you what it looked like at a different spot yesterday. This video is from 6 Mile and Breckenridge lanes. You can get a better look at the impact that we saw around the metro yesterday. We counted 4 cars that were stuck in the water. There were also parts of cars scattered all over the streets. We saw those parts this morning in the 5 o'clock hour. Tow trucks got involved yesterday, fishing out some of those vehicles that were stuck in the high waters. A tow truck driver that we spoke to said this flooding is not the worst that he's seen, but people still do need to be cautious.
On this situation, it was probably just, it was dark. Once you come flying down this hill, you can't really see too much. And, you know, you can't tell that it's that deep of water. It looks like an inch, and the next thing you know, you're in 2-3 foot of water.
Now remember, even if the water doesn't look that high, you do still need to be cautious. It's very easy for your car to get swept away. Remember, turn around, don't drown, and if the road looks dangerous, just do not risk it at all. Again, we are at Frankfort Ave and River Road, where it seems to be completely fine here in this area. We have been driving around all morning long to find some flooded roads. And I guess the good news, the good part of all of this is that we haven't seen any flooded roads yet. So hopefully we continue seeing no flooded roads, so that way you can get your morning drive, your morning commute very, very easily. But if we do see anything, we will let you know in our next hit at about 6:30. Grace.
Yeah, thank you. If you do come upon a flooded road, we want to make sure you know about the warning from officials this morning. If you see water in the road, turn around. It only takes 6 inches in order for you to lose control of your car. Some cars may stall out. A foot of water can make your car float. And when the levels get to 2 feet, most cars, including trucks and SUVs, can be carried away. It is never safe to drive or walk into floodwaters. And all of this flooding comes ahead of another round of severe winter weather headed our way. That's expected to hit Tuesday night and will impact us here in the metro and southern Indiana. Download the free WHAS11 app for the latest weather updates sent straight to your phone so that you can stay weather aware. Our other top stories here this morning. The suspect in a deadly shooting in the Algonquin neighborhood is expected in court this morning. Metro Police arrested 40-year-old Charles Miles yesterday. He's been charged with murder in connection to a deadly shooting from September of last year. Court documents say Miles shot Jamal Chum multiple times on Moore Court near Hill Street. Miles is also charged with possession of a handgun by a convicted felon. He's expected in court at 9. And police are investigating after a man was killed in the Russell neighborhood. Metro Police say it happened around 10:30 in the morning yesterday on Cedar Street. They found a man with a gunshot wound. He died at the scene. If you know anything about this shooting, call LMPD's anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD. And several people are recovering after 3 charter buses crashed on the interstate. If you were anywhere in the area of I-71 North yesterday morning, you likely got caught up in this. LMPD says a semi-truck had jackknifed, causing traffic to stop. The 3 buses were all traveling together, and as they approached the traffic, the 3rd bus in the line slid into the back of the 2nd, causing a chain reaction. 2 adults and 6 children were taken to the hospital for what police called minor injuries, and I-71 North was shut down for nearly 6 hours. Louisville's win streak lives after a victory over Notre Dame. Last night, the Cards beat the Fighting Irish 75-60, making it the 4th game in a row they've won. We'll have play-by-play a little later on in morning sports. Notre Dame's going to play Pitt this Wednesday, and Louisville hosts Florida State on Saturday.